probably be, this would be a pretty disrespectful lock-in to me if we do see the Zilean. This is telling me that CJ aren't really concerned with their opponents because theoretically they could lose every lane and the jungle matchup here. I don't know if Zilean is really the plug-and-play replacement for Lulu that Sky thinks it is. It's like, all right, it keeps him alive, it makes him faster, it's the same champion.
Basically.
Except the laning phase is so much worse.
Yeah, he's just, I mean, it's the same jungle mid matchup, so Sky really just doesn't want to get chain CC.
They're gonna meet here?
They are. They're actually gonna, GuGer's gonna face check a brush that has Madlife and Kramer in it. He is going to have to flash right here. Oh no. Does manage to get away, but that is a huge loss. Madlife tags him with the ignite early.
Waiting for cooldowns.
And there we go. Anticipating an invade on a possible lane swap, and GuGer just walks straight into it, and oh man, they are going to have some issues. They have to be so careful. SSol gonna get stunned. Oh man, they took a beating just even trying to get into lane. The crush is here, and so that's gonna cause them to actually do a gank onto the bottom side. Roach is gonna get popped up, and there's the flash follow. Untara now underneath the turret. There's the tanking from Bubbling, and that's an easy first blood. Untara manages to get a snack and live through the gank and the turret dive. It's nice to see some different itemizations on certain AD carries. And Madlife now going to go in. Ooh, misses that Glacial Fissure, but the GP ult, that's going to find the mark here on the GuGer, forcing that flash. Kramer going to move forward, but they actually disengage it. In the end, GuGer with the burn from the ignite.
Away from this series. Oh, Roach going low.
Yeah, trying to go for the all-in right now. Bubbling actually going to come from behind. Crush is there to answer, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Bubbling actually going to take low. Edge is on, got there into the lane. Sky is, what is he doing right now? It's actually just going to ult Untara, but that was a really, it was like standing there for a second doing nothing. All right, CJ. They are going to be the winners of the first Dragon of the game, and Sky have to do some work to clear this out.
No more wave clear.
Oh, really, Papa Smith?
My apologies. The ultimate wave clear.
That was perfect.
Short cooldown ult right there.
I loved it. Untara in trouble now. Crush going to use this opportunity of no ult to just destroy him.
Nice ult, Untara. He sure showed me.
It was a good play on the map, though.
Yeah.
Just changing the pressure point immediately to take advantage of the lost cannon barrage. See if this is a push that can actually do anything. They are on the cannon wave edge. It just gets caught out at the front line. Oh, man. It looks like he got hit by bombs. I think he just got double bombed right there and died. How did he die?
Double bomb.
Oh, my. That is so sloppy.
Double bomb and turret Hecro.
Oh, that is ugly, Papa Smithy.
That was not good. This dragon, though, it dies like on average 3 to 4 times a game.
And Baron is also really not that scary in League of Legends. These legendary monsters really are quite pathetic when it comes down to it. Uh-oh, Roach has to flash. Flash follow here by Bubbling. Roach on the run, and there's the flash Q. Untara gets the headshot.
Just still very, very powerful. They don't get caught out by the double bomb. Last time.
Oh wow, Bubbling just gets chain CC'd to death under the turret. Madlife the next target, nice kill. The bindings from GuGer finding their mark, and that's 2 kills under the turret. This may be the edge they need to take this mid lane turret and then transition into a dragon. Double bombs are there, but they just gotta hit the front line of minions, and that's going to be it. No more mid lane turret here.
You saw their siege is incredibly strong. Once they pick up that second dragon buff, they'll have even more turret threat and stats than necessarily the passive.
Kramer actually just getting a flash on right here. Nice pick. GuGer makes the play. A Cathian surprise. Actually, not going to finish him off. They tried with the Gangplank ultimate. Bit of a waste right there. Just to run them around the map right now, set up these sieges. Kramer on the front line just gets instantly nearly destroyed there. Kramer has the Zilean ult on him, but he's going to time out, and now Kongdoo, this is their chance to re-engage. Lots of flashes used just to escape right here. Untara targeted by Roach on the flank.
As a potential plug-and-play replacement for the Lulu. Oh,
they're going to go in. Bubbling actually going to flash for that. Does get the 1 kill. Untara trying to follow it up with some barrels, and he's going to get some damage down onto Crush right now. SSol trying to get away, flashes out of a double barrel explosion. But they split push. No one is here to answer the Quinn, so Roach will take the 5th tower of the game for Kongdoo. And Sky opting for the death cap in this game, so the flat AP, and they don't have an answer to this. Untara is here. They want this dragon, but Kongdoo can afford to give it up. They don't really care. Set up the slow and then all of those chain CCs afterwards. And here's the engage now.
Turbo Rek'Sai.
The GP ultimate, but that's not going to be fruitful for them. Bubbling, getting quite low, and that's the only form of engage they have right there. That's it.
That was literally Turbo Rek'Sai. They put the Zilean time speed up onto Rek'Sai and hoped for the best. Didn't work.
They are falling behind. Certainly have the late game damage. Oh man, if Kramer catches him out, and oh, Kramer gotta get the ult on him from Zilean. They're gonna try and finish this one off. He will get revived, and there's the bind taken by Madlife. So they don't get the follow, but Kramer may have found actually a nice little timing there.
It's pretty binary, playing this poke comp against no engage under a turret.
And here we go again, the focus fire, the chrono shift will save Bubbling. And he's going to get out in the end, sped up. Have some wave clear or some engage in there, otherwise this is going to happen to you. They're going to GP ult engage again, that's all they got. They do force out an ult and a flash from the other side. Uh-oh, this Kongdoo needs to turn. They actually should not keep doing this Baron right now. GP ult is down, and they're gonna go in and try and get it. That's gonna be a secure actually for Kongdoo. CJ just not there. And they kill Rek'Sai too, so very curious. CJ just delayed, not wanting to walk into that Baron, and they are able to take out Bubbling. And now the split push coming in the top lane from Roach.
Got a lot of physical damage with those stats from the Dustbringer and everything else, so back away as the Bloodthirster now as well. So much flat attack damage. Will he break the turret though? He's going to face tank it for a bit.
Everybody just actually falling back now on the side of CJ. Bubbling still at 22 seconds, and this is really odd. Just no contest at that Baron from CJ ENTUS, and they're not even really defending their turrets right now.
I don't know if we'll get a replay of the Baron, but there was such indecision. They spotted that it was at 4,000 health, milled around, went for a 50-50 smite steal, but there was no team cohesion in their plan around Baron, and they basically gifted over to Kongdoo.
And there's the GP ult right as it comes up again. Kramer exhausted on that front line by GuGer. Just easy kiting. There just isn't a way for CJ to take these fights. About as easy as Kongdoo could want it.
That shot calling mistake or indecision leads to basically the world's ultimate lose-lose situation. There's nothing they can do in this scenario.
Yep. Besides, slowly bleed out to the poke. Untara right there, those barrels are simply removed before they become too much of a threat. These bombs are doing absolutely nothing.
Cannon minions, real MVP, picking up the consistent damage. There it goes. 2 inhibitors down. Sorry, 3, my apologies.
All 3 down, Papa Smithy. Baron buff now on the super minions as they close into the Nexus turrets, and Kongdoo Monster smartly not taking the fights, just avoiding them. And here's the last hurrah here. SSol actually gets caught on the front line. Kramer gonna flash forward. That is bold, but they get the kill from Kog'Maw, but that's it. And they still have to deal with 3 inhibs down at the end of the day.
To look for a pick. See if Kongdoo can play smart around this.
Just have to get that poke in. Quinn getting a lot of damage. Look at the burn from the dragon on that turret.
Wow, that was a lot of damage.
Yeah, a lot of damage. And now, this is the final fight here for CJ. Their last stand. Bubbling is just going to get kited out and fall. Has to engage straight forward, and it's easy to hit that cocoon, easy to hit that binding under those circumstances. So CJ going to rally around their last turret right now. Roach just powering through it. Kramer trying to kill Crush. He's actually going to pick up the kill, but this should be just a focus fire on the Nexus right now, and that is going to be it. Kongdoo takes the 2nd game of the series and sends us into a 3rd and final deciding match.